Michele Bachmann, great to be with you once again, sometimes in Jerusalem, sometimes here in the U.S. Tell us where we are right now in terms of a new administration, a new relationship with Israel. What do you see going on?
Well, obviously, it's a great time right now, but what I see is that the hinge of history is turning right now regarding Israel and their relationship with the United States, but also their relationship with other countries, including nations that have been their enemies. And so the news story that's coming out is that there may be an arrangement with Saudi Arabia and the United States and the countries that were formerly influenced most heavily by this Shia nation of Iran, and they've been financed and the weapons have been coming in from Iran, that all may turn on its head. Now think of this. So you'd have these nations who willingly gave themselves over to be used by the Iranian Ayatollahs. It looks like now they might be switching allegiances and they might be willing to go Sunni because it looks like billions of dollars may come in from the Saudi Arabia, and instead of Shia allegiance, a Sunni allegiance. Well, what does that mean? Those are two different strains of Islam. And so Shia Islam is affiliated with Iran, and they only have one goal in mind, and that is to kill every Jew that there is and annihilate Israel. But they also want to bring death to the United States. So that's quite a goal that Iran has had. So to defeat that goal would be profound. I believe that we're there right now. I believe that we're there where the hinge of history is turning. Under the Biden administration, sadly, it looked like Iran was well on its way to achieve its goal. Now under the Trump administration, it looks like the facts on the ground are changing in such a way that the Ayatollahs in Iran won't be achieving their goal anytime soon. And the latest reports say that the Ayatollahs are scared to death that Israel and the United States are going to take out their nuclear program. Let's hope and pray that nuclear program is ended. And let's hope and pray that the Ayatollahs are removed out of leadership in Iran, because actually the Persians who live in Iran are wonderful people for the most part. They're great people. My next door neighbor are Persians who fled Iran when the Ayatollahs came in. So this is something to continue to pray for. I want to encourage all of the viewers to pray right now for the political decisions that are being made. Foreign policy decisions affect decades into the future. So this is when believers need to pray. Our prayers were heard for many of us last fall, but now we need to lean in even more. That's been my sense since the inauguration. We need to lean in even more in prayer, first of all for safety and security for the president, the vice president, the administrative team, but we need to be praying for Israel because this is a turning point. I firmly believe that we're living in a supernatural time when there's a window of blessing over Israel right now that's unusual, it's open. And I think this is that hinge of history that's turning, that Israel could come to a point where it actually is living securely in peace among its neighbors. So we need to pray into that time. And so it's Isaiah 40. It's the time for the believer to comfort ye my people. And so Christians were a little bit late to the dance, in my opinion, after October 7th, 2023. Now they've woke up. Now they want to bless. And so the greatest way we can bless is to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, but then also urge President Trump. And I'm really encouraged because President Trump sat behind his desk. He had that little black marker pen, and he said, "See the cap of this pen? That's Israel. Now look at my entire surface of the Resolute desk. That's the Middle East." He said, "I think it'd be a good idea if Israel was bigger." And I thought, wow, I agree with him. So and then after that, of course, he called for the expulsion of the supporters of Hamas out of Gaza. And so he may be extending sovereignty over Judea, Samaria. That would make Israel bigger, and then also Gaza, and we'll see where it goes from there.